Girl, we're in the middle of the worst week of our lives and all you could think of is the head girl's election? Grow up!
All of us.
Welcome back to the Nollywood Insiders. It feels really good and amazing to be back here with you today. I hope you've subscribed to our channel, hope you've liked, hope you're part of the community. We are really excited to have you in our corner. Today, I will be reviewing one of the trending movies at the moment, and it is none other than the amazing All of Us. The 25-year-old Eni Adeoluwa is making his debut production with the movie All of Us, and it is out on YouTube. It came out in the 30th of August and it's been trending for different reasons. So there are a lot of aspects of the movie that one would overlook because it is a debut production. It is his very first, and basically it talks about the high school, college life. The storyline borders around students in a high school. Someone throws a party. It ends up that someone dies in the party. They had to cover up the death and makes every single one of them a suspect in a murder case. But then let's talk about Mr. Enmy Adua, who is actually the producer, who is the creator of the movie. He is popular, very, very popular. And because he's a popular figure, he knows a lot of popular people. All of Us is a movie where he took advantage of a lot of relationships that he has with a lot of celebrities, brought them together to shoot a movie. Because the friends he had in the dancing sector of the media, almost all of them were there. And the friends he also has from the Nollywood aspect of the media, a lot of them were there. People like Henshaw, Shafi Bello, Chioma, Chukwuka. In real life, Henshaw and Eni has given us the mother and son vibes. So many times there are pictures they've taken together, the way they get to hug each other. Eni basically used his connection to a lot of celebrities that comes from his celebrity status to feature them in these movies. Let's talk about Eni's character, because for me, Eni's character in this movie is my favorite. Do you remember you're back then in secondary school where there is one boy in the class? Very brilliant, but he talks a lot. He's a snitch. When there is a problem in the class, he's the first to go and report to a teacher. He's so intelligent that teachers love him, and the best way to be in the good place of your teacher is to tell them what's going on behind their backs or what's happening in the class. And especially when a teacher finishes a class and she's about leaving. Do you remember that one boy that would say, "Ma, you've not given us homework"? That is basically the role, the character Eni played in this movie. And that is because somehow I can personally relate to his character. Not entirely, not entirely. Please, how is Soft made it in a movie production? I have a problem with his character. I don't think he should be in this movie All of Us because his voice, his charisma, his vibe in this movie was not given for me. And of a truth, I'm actually one of his fans. I believe he's a good dancer, not an actor. You know, the height of his career was when Davido invited him to come and perform, and that shows how good he is as a dancer. And I believe he should just focus on that aspect of his career and leave acting. Let's also talk about Jemima Osunde. What are you doing here as well? Physically, she fits into the high school role. I just feel like if you're going to bring Jemima Osunde in a movie, it should be because her role is so significant that you need a professional hand. Her role is just one of the students, and it wasn't really such a great role for Jemima Osunde, and it just didn't sit well for me. Aside from that, the movie All of Us is a mystery-driven movie. It basically talks about the death of a teacher and the drama that surrounds it. So it doesn't tell us what exactly happens. They just keep dishing it out once in a while. You know, we are yet to understand the full picture. And so far we've had 4 episodes. We're looking forward to having as much more as possible because the first episode obviously didn't end well. It felt good seeing Thea Ameh in the movie, seeing Iyabo Ojo and her daughter actually acting mother and daughter. You know, in real life they are mother and daughter, and it felt good seeing them. Chioma, Chukwuka, Akpotha. I literally want to talk about her. She, oh my God, I'm looking for the word. I lack words to express how amazing she ate her role. Like, she left no crumbs. When you're told to give the African mom's vibe, it was amazing. The way she spoke the Igbo fluently, the reactions, the facial expressions, everything was just given on point. It is safe to say that Chioma Akpotha is not an A-list actress. She is a Nollywood legend, and she has proven so far in every single movie that she was made, she was born, she was created for this. So in the movie, she was the mother to Chinasa, and Chinasa was played by the amazing teen actress Angel Onigwe. So there are a lot of controversies around Angel Onigwe because in the movie she was one of the major characters, but in the flyer or the poster or the graphics design for the movie, she is nowhere to be found. And everyone is wondering what happened, what's going on, why? If she was part of maybe an assisting role, that won't be a problem. But basically, we are yet to understand why the poster was designed and none of her pictures are there. Even when they created an Instagram handle called All of Us, and they were posting pictures of other cast members before the movie came out, we never saw Angel Onigwe. This is drawing a lot of questions in the minds of Nigerians. And there was a time that Kanayo came out to say that he had issues with Angel Onigwe on a movie set, that they weren't done. The mother came and took her out of the scene. They had an agreement that he was going to go to anywhere he hears she's acting to stop the production. It was like a public announcement. So that is her having a problem with one of the legends, of course, in the Nollywood industry. We are yet to understand, they are yet to inform us on why and how it is possible that one of the top actors is not in the poster. In fact, most of people like Jemima Osunde, they didn't really play such a huge role, but they were on the poster. So why? We need an explanation. And I believe this is not a good step for her career in the industry, because people who would want to work with her will begin to think of the possibilities of a controversy or issues while on set, and nobody would want that. Everyone wants a smooth production. So I would advise that a positive and a good reason should be given to the Nigerians. But aside that, she nailed her role. She was like the mysterious new girl in class who nobody really understood, or knew who exactly she was. They had just moved into town, so new faces, new whatever, and she wasn't the social type. She nailed her role. For every single scene, she did amazingly great. So I also want to talk about the editing aspect of this movie. I believe personally that this movie was rushed when it has to do with the editing, because there are scenes where the color grading were so good. There were scenes where the color grading was so red. There were scenes where the color grading was so green. I don't know. It was just not consistent, and it was not really so good for the movie because it was killing my vibe at some point. I don't know who it is that edited the movie, but he or she didn't really do a great job. And I believe that when you take out time to bring so much people, to put in so much work to bring a movie, editing is one of the most important aspects of it. And I also believe that as a producer, as a director, as a creator, as whatever it is, shall you know that you're the owner of the film, you should oversee a movie before bringing it out for the public's eye to see. Because I believe if this movie was actually overseen, was proof watched, they would have seen these flaws and worked on it before bringing it out. I don't think it was. Or maybe whoever it is that did it lackadaisically, because the color grading was not good. It was rushed. It is obvious. And then the movie lacks background character development. Most of the acting was not, this thing where you're called, you're told you have a movie to act, you're sent the scripts, and you practice and practice and practice and work on it. All day you're practicing, and then when it's time, you do so well. That shows that you've worked on your character very, very well. But for me, in this movie, the people who acted as the students, I just feel they gave them that script the day they came to that set to act. There was no character development. The vibe was not giving me. Most of them are first-time actors understandable because it is a debut production, and it is good that you give room to other creatives to be involved in the movie production. But then, because you know it's your first, you should have given all your best. You should have given all your best. There was a teacher in the movie whose name is Marcus, played by the Big Brother Naija saga. Apparently, he is the one who died that started causing all the wahala and the stress in the movie. And my question is, why did he come to the party? We are yet to understand. I believe that subsequent episode would tell us, but it was strange that he came to a party meant for students without any reason and he just died. I feel like they should have given us a reason why he went there regardless. And I also wanted to say, what exactly is the name of the school? Because it's confusing. Sometimes it is called City View College, City View High School, just high school. So what exactly is the name of this school? Another aspect of the movie that I would want to talk about is the costume. The costume is great. It is awesome. I love the choice of the color for the school uniform. It's attractive. It's very beautiful. I actually feel schools in Nigeria should try to imbibe such to their uniforms, you know, looking for colors that are beautiful. The movie All of Us is more like a Wazobia combination. There is the Igbo family, the Hausa family, the Yoruba family, and it was amazing. It was a good one to watch. You watch every scene and you hear different languages talking about the diversities of cultures that we have in Nigeria. The truth is, the storyline is good, but the delivery was not so on point. The only time you get to have the climax of the suspense and everything is towards the tail end of the video. Yes, it is a strategy for movies, especially movies that are in episodes. They always tend to put so much suspense towards the tail end so that you would want to watch the next episode, which is good. But it shouldn't be only towards the tail end. You should try as much as possible to make your storylines to, you know, always be engaging. There were some scenes that were not necessary, and I feel like they just shot it to fill up the time range of the movie, and it wasn't a good one. So for me, I actually believe that because this is a debut production, the best step to take or the best thing to do is just to make one movie and learn all your lessons, have all the experiences before you can decide to go into a series, because shooting a series entails a lot and it could be overwhelming for you as you know, this is your first time. Generally, the storyline is good, but I believe there were supposed to be room for improvement and more catchy and engaging scenes. We understand that Eni just started, so let's not crucify him yet. And I believe that the next production will be better than the former. I will rate the movie All of Us. I'll give it a 4.5 over 10 because there are lots of room for improvement in a lot of aspects of the movie. And I believe subsequent production from the Enioluwa's clan would be better. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I had such a great time filming this, and I believe you had such a great time too. Till I come your way again, do well to like, to share, and to subscribe to this channel. Look forward to subsequent amazing videos from the Nollywood Insiders. My name is New Heaven Abraham, and till I come your way again, peace out.